What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Today I want to share with you guys my most carried EDC items over the course of the last couple of weeks or so, about the last month. If you like knife and EDC content, you are in the right spot. Make sure you're subscribed down below because we release 1 to 2 videos every single day, unboxings, testing, reviews, all kinds of stuff. So let's dump into this guy here. This is the Off-Grid Knives Stinger EDC Spear Point, and this thing is phenomenal, guys. They also make an XL in this version as well, the exact same thing, just kind of a more lengthy blade, a lengthier handle, quite a bit bigger. They mean XL. They really mean XL. Now, this is one of the newest knives to Off-Grid's line, and it is just a spectacular EDC knife. We have this nice spear point blade. This is a gray DLC. They also have a black DLC. They will both be coming in 154 cm, and they do a phenomenal job on their 154. They have the Coyote Tan G10. They have all black. They have lefty carry, lefty filler tab there. That is a nice aesthetic there. Keeps everything smooth and clean. Nice minimal deep carry clip there. And Off-Grid, they make some of the most satisfying flipper knives that I own, guys. Very snappy, just very, very satisfying to open and close this knife. And not only is this knife very fun to carry, it's very functional. This knife is just going to plain get the job done. It's been in my pocket a lot. The next one that's been in my pocket a ton is the new Kaiser Task. And guys, this thing, Kaiser, they just continue to do a phenomenal job, guys. You can't really say anything but that. You might be able to say a lot of the stuff they do is not your cup of tea or whatever, but you can't say they're not putting out fantastic designs, great quality, good materials. I mean, just a fantastic display from a knife company. This one is rocking a satin finished 154 cm Warncliffe sheep's foot style of blade. More sheep's footy because of this kind of snub here. We have dual thumb studs for deployment. We do have a little finger choil there, probably more so a sharpening choil, but you can get up in there just a little bit with the fingertip. And then it has Kaiser's fantastic micarta, just some of the best stuff. Probably this is the top tier. It's in the top. It's the, god tier of micarta. Just a phenomenal job on their new lines of micarta. They've always done some knives in that spectacular micarta, but it's almost every single knife. Every single design now has outstanding micarta, and that is good because I love micarta. It's also sporting their just incredibly well done crossbar lock. I have yet to switch this over to the strongest setting. Right now, I believe it's at the middle, and I just haven't felt the need to do it. It is so snappy and good right where it's at that I just haven't been real eager to get in there and change it. I know it'll make it a little stronger and a little more satisfying for me, but even as this thing sits right now, it is snappy, it is fun. The lock is done very well. Solid lockup. We have a nice deep carry clip here, very simple clip. The screws are going to be recessed, and this will be left-hand carry as well, which is a good thing because this is an ambidextrous knife. The Kaiser Task will move its way up into my top 5 Kaisers, my top 5 favorite Kaisers, if not even a little higher than that. Next up is going to be the Pena Paramour. These are not in any particular order, really, guys. But this has been in my pocket a lot. I think the unboxing for this went live a couple of days ago, but I've had the knife for a couple of weeks now, and I am almost 2 weeks filmed out, and that's 2 videos a day. So you guys are seeing stuff sometimes way later than I've actually, gotten it or done the video. So it's been, possibly a couple days since you are seeing this video right now. But this is a Pena and Javi Garcia collaboration. The last I knew, there wasn't many of these left, but there was still a few. I believe on the Pena series, I believe they had some black micarta left. They might be gone as of recording this guy here, but what really made me jump on this knife was that they were being done in M4 instead of M390. That really turned my eyes to this. If this would have been an M390, I probably wouldn't be holding this knife right now. I did want a Pena front flipper, top flipper, but I wasn't in a massive rush to get one. But when I saw this one was coming out with the Mars Valley and it was in M4, I jumped on it just immediately. As soon as I saw these were out and what steel they were in, I jumped right on it. Talk about one of the most, how do you want to say? This is one of the best gent carries that there is, guys. I mean, it's not too big. It's not too small. It's clean. It's very minimal, very simple. I mean, just very, very clean looking. Even sticking out of the pocket there, you just have the clip and you'd see just a little bit of the butt end of the knife. Just a great display from Pena and Riot. This thing has been perfect out of the box since I got it, and I have not been able to put this thing down. It is just so snappy, so well done. Look at that finish. It's so nice. Great access with a chamfer on the lock bar, and the action is incredible for such a small blade. It is very, very smooth. One of my favorite knives in a long time. That is the Pena Javi Garcia Paramour. Now, the next one up here has been a surprise to me. Not that I didn't know about this knife. I've had one and given it away. This is the Concept Cryo, but this is one of their new version Cryos. So we're talking about a stone-washed 12C 28N blade. I don't know if we can get it to pull up there. Oh, pull up. Oh, wait, that's the wrong side. Right there. 12C 28N. So not 14C, but 12C 28N. And I believe it's very, very close. It's not 14C, but it's right there. It's right next to 14C 28N. And we got this beautiful micarta that they're doing. I love the changes. They went from D2 and G10 to 12C 28 and micarta, and I think that is a fantastic switch up. And these knives are very inexpensive. I will link them down below in the description, as will I link the off-grid and the Kaiser. And if the Penas are still available, I will link that last version that I did know was available. So if you don't see it down below, it's probably gone. I might be able to find one on the secondary, I'm sure, but they will probably be very limited as to what you can find with those. And the Cryo is a great knife for a multitude of reasons, especially in this version. It's very affordable. It's got great materials. I mean, it's got a nice user stonewash finish, great drop point, swedge to the tip. It's got multiple forms of deployment with this cutout and the rear flipper tab, and they tuned these so well. You can thumb flick it, reverse flick it. The flipper tab works very, very good. It's got this little tail up here at the very end, and it's just a nice place to get that finger on there and flick this guy out. And you can push button it. Good access to that liner there with a big old chamfer, making this very easy and comfortable to disengage. The action is breaking in very nicely. We have a deep carry clip. Not recessed, and neither are the screws, but there is plenty of clearance in there. Depending on the seam or where you're putting this, you might have to give it a little added pressure, but I have had no issues even in sweatpants. So, you know, whatever that's worth to you. Would I have preferred recessed screws? Yeah, that would have been a nicer touch. And if they weren't going to make it lefty carryable, I would have not mind either to see just the clip recessed. If you're not going to make it lefty carry, in that case, I can see doing surface mounted but recessing the screws. If you're going to make it lefty carry, I can see it. Is there a better option? Yeah, I think a filler tab and recess everything. I think that's the nicest touch, but I get sometimes that they don't want to disturb the show side and you know, they want to keep everything as clean as they can. I get that side of things. But if you're going to do this, just recess everything, especially if you're not making it lefty carry. But that was my only nitpick, and that's getting ridiculously nitpicky. Good internal milling for weight relief. Just a outstanding knife from Concept. Huge fan of the new Cryos. And you might think I'm kidding, but I'm not. This knife has been in my pocket a ton. This is the Schrade Radoc or Radoc. Not sure how that's pronounced. But guys, this thing has done nothing but blow me away since the day that I unboxed these. I only have one nitpick, and I've made that clear. We can touch on that here in a second. But this thing has a beautiful satin finished Warncliffe sheep's foot style blade. This is coming in this is coming in, what is this? Yeah, S35, that's what I thought. S35 VN, and this is a full-size boy right here. You have this nice ramp with some great jimping on it that really locks you in. Came with a great edge, great finish on the blade, dual thumb studs for the deployment, nice strong springs in here for the crossbar lock. It is solid, the lock is strong, it came centered. We have some beautiful carbon fiber here. The only nitpick I had was the pocket clip. It's durable, it's solid, but because this is an ambidextrous knife, and because you have all this open room in here, I wouldn't have mind seeing, even with this lanyard tube here, they could have done a couple different things, but I would have just done a double stack right here in the center and just ran a milled clip straight down. Even if you wanted to do this same clip, just take this angle out of it and just use the straight and make it and surface mount it if you want, just like you did. And then just give us a filler tab here. That way lefties can carry it. That's my only thing. We have a completely ambidextrous knife here with the dual thumb studs and the crossbar lock. It'd be great if lefties were able to be included in this. And I think designs like this where we have an ambidextrous knife, but there's no way for a lefty to switch the clip and carry it lefty, or there's people who are right-handed who might want to carry it lefty or carry a knife lefty. Definitely, I know that people do that. But on top of that, we have people that are left-handed who would love to carry this knife lefty, and they can't. And I think that cuts out, maybe not a massive percent of the knife buying market, but it's going to knock down a chunk of people who would have otherwise bought this knife. I know it for a fact. There's lefties out there who would for sure buy this knife if it had the option to carry it lefty. I think that's the only miss on this knife. But all things considered, Schrade is doing a great job. I am rooting for Schrade. I'm rooting for some of these companies who are trying to, come up out of the depths that they were in and start doing some awesome stuff, because that's what Schrade is in the direction of doing. They are doing some solid work. They have some tweaks that they need to make. Everybody's going to have growing pains, but boy, did they knock this thing out of the park. USA made. Just a great little pocket knife, and it is a big boy. We have a full overview of this coming up very soon, but there you can see it's all but 8 7/8 inches, so it's a fantastic size for me. That'll wrap this one up, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Love it when you do that. Give me those thummies. Leave me that cummy down below. If you're new to the channel or you've been here before and you're still not subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below the video. I would love to have you here. Otherwise, guys, I will catch you on the next one.